Hey, this is Shelby, owner and founder of Snake River Strings Co. You're probably wondering, what are these studio classes I keep hearing about? Our program is specifically designed so that every month each student receives 3 private 30-minute lessons and 1 studio class. We encourage all students to participate in studio classes so that they will be well-rounded musicians and so you can get the most bang for your buck. Studio class is a group class that meets once a month. It is made up of students that take private weekly lessons at Snake River Strings Company. The groups are divided by music style and level. We have a general music group that meets on Mondays, once a month, for violin, viola, cello, piano, harp, and ukulele students. They are divided by beginner, intermediate, and advanced classes. Then on Wednesdays, we have a rock music group for acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, banjo, and pedal steel students. Again, we have classes for beginner, intermediate, and advanced students. In studio classes, students will learn how to play with other musicians, listen for balance and blend, follow a conductor, make arrangements of music with other instruments, music theory, perform for their peers, give and receive constructive peer feedback, and make lifelong friendships with students who are also on a learning journey. Not every single objective will be used at every studio class, but we think about these objectives when designing our lesson plans and try to cover as many as we can. Some studio classes we do lots of playing. Some studio classes we might not even touch our instruments because we spend the time discussing practice strategies and how to have a growth mindset. Studio classes are cool because it's something that sets Snake River Strings Co. apart. We are the only music school that has enough students and instructors to be able to offer this experience. It also builds a community. Students that regularly attend studio classes are more motivated. They make friendships with other students and push each other to become better. They want to learn a new song or be working on something new by the next studio class so they can show it to their friends. My teacher did studio classes for me growing up, and I became best friends with a girl that went to a different school. I only got to see her once a month at those studio classes. At one class, she told me she was working on a new song. And what do you think I did after studio classes? I ran home, learned that new song, and was so excited to play it with her at the next month's class. We ended up doing this back and forth throughout the years, and she was always my best friend and #1 competition. Years later, she ended up placing first and I second at the National Fiddle Competition. Studio classes also create opportunities for networking among students and teachers. Many of the job opportunities and scholarships that I was able to receive were from friendships I made in studio classes growing up. Some of them I've even hired to teach for us. Snake River Strings Company harp instructor Nina said that her studio classmates even performed at her wedding, and she now adjudicates their children in different festivals and competitions. Last year, a guitar student wanted to record a CD for her senior project, and she was able to form a band from other musicians she met in studio classes to play on that CD. There are also opportunities for students to build their resume through leadership. We elect student leaders to represent at studio classes. Those leaders are responsible for getting to know each student and making everyone feel welcome at Snake River Strings. Just like in playing a sport, we learn about teamwork at studio classes. Everyone plays an important role in the group, and attendance is important. Without them, some songs are not possible to play. There are also opportunities for performance. We learn songs together and then go out and perform them at various community events and fundraisers. Some months, we also give students an opportunity to perform solos in front of their peers and receive feedback. Although sometimes it's scary, it helps students get over stage fright and realize they're not the only one that feels that way. We get feedback all the time that you can tell which students take lessons at Snake River Strings Company because they're well-rounded musicians. We teach these things at studio classes because they're difficult to learn in only one-on-one private lessons. We want to help everyone become better musicians. There is a lot that goes on behind the scenes in preparation for our monthly studio classes. All instructors take turns teaching those classes. We have 14 incredible instructors and are still growing each day. Each instructor has different strengths and experiences studying, performing, teaching, and touring that they bring to the table. Instead of being stuck to only learning from one teacher, You get the chance to learn from other amazingly talented people on our team too. We always assign 2 instructors for studio classes, one to be in charge and the other to help assist. This ensures that no one gets left behind. Then that assistant goes on to be in charge of the next month's class, making sure that the lessons build upon each other with cohesion. It's also important to point out that the instructor in charge designs a lesson plan based off of the objectives we talked about earlier. It is then looked over, discussed, and approved by a manager at the beginning of each month. We hope you are excited to attend our studio classes. We definitely are excited to help you learn music and have fun while doing it. We look forward to seeing you at our next studio class. Thank you.